What is going on, guys? Carlos here from Live Gaming Paradise, and we are back again with another Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild tutorial, and this time we are doing Face the Frost Talus. Face the Frost Talus. And this one, it's a little bit tricky to get into, but once you actually get into it, find out exactly where the Talus is, then it's going to be much easier. Although you still have to fight the Talus and it will freeze you constantly, so you need to use those fire arrows or anything with fire is good to fight this Talus. So let's make our way to the Rito Village, to the Vakwat shrine, and then we're going to jump off from the right side of the shrine as you get out, and we're going to go over to where the stable is. If you stop in this part here, in this rock structure here, and lift up this stone, there's going to be one of the little Korok seeds underneath it. So if you need to upgrade your inventory, this is perfect. If you've collected it already, you can just go straight through over to the stable. So just glide down and make your way to the stable. And first of all, I want to thank everyone for all the subscribers and all of the likes and comments. I really do appreciate it. It makes this channel alive, you know, like because I know that there's a lot of people out there that like Breath of the Wild, so it's like a really strong community. So thank you very much for being here. So if you see this guy here on the bridge, just speak to him and he will give you the mission. His name is Gasan, and he will tell you that he's seen an ice, I think it's ice that it's called, ice talus in the Hebra Mountains, in this glacier thing, and he tried to fight it, but he was unable to. So it's called the Cold Snap Hollow, where he saw it, but he couldn't do it. So he's giving the mission to you. The Frost Talus, that's it. Face the Frost Talus, that's the name of this mission. So let's go and find out exactly where we need to go. And if you haven't got your winter clothing on, the one that you get from the Rito Village, put that one on now, because it's going to be really cold. Not as cold as some other places, but it's a mountain, so it's going to be cold. So change your clothing accordingly. And let's get started doing this. Doing the mission. Face the Frost Talus that he just gave you, that Gasan just gave you. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the Hebra Mountains, and you see there's like a yellow dot on there. Go to the Goma Asak shrine, and once you get there, there's going to be a stone to your right, and there's a precious stone inside of it. So if you want to get a few rupees more, turn to your right here, and you'll see there's got a little stone there, and some pieces of some planks of wood that you can use to make fires. So break the stone, and I think there's topaz inside. So where that stone was, just keep on a straight line away from it, and just climb over these two mountains here, these two hills here. And then we're gonna jump out and glide down to the ravine where the Talus is. So just jump off from here and glide down into that big ravine that you see down there. There's loads and loads of baddies along the way. You really don't want to involve yourself in any fighting, unless you need. Oh, look at that! A dog just fell off the top of that hill there. So when you get down here, just glide off, and you want to be in the center of this structure here, and the Talus is going to be right down there. There's other animals here, so if you need some food, you can just kill some of them. But this is where the Talus is, the Frost Talus. So be careful, because he's going to freeze you at every opportunity. If you've got a sword like this, it's really cool, because you can make the ice go away if you touch it. As you can see, it's still it still hit me, and it still got me frozen. But if you go close to it, it drops loads and loads of jewels, opals, diamonds, all sorts of jewels. So you know, this is really a cash cow that you can really get loads of stuff out of it. So if you can see, he's full of ice, but if you shoot an arrow at it, the ice will melt, and then you can climb on top of it like a fire arrow. It needs to be a fire arrow, and then you hit that big stone at the top, and that's going to be loads of precious stones in there. Just obviously be careful, because he will continue getting frozen arms and frozen body. But just use your I ran out of fire arrows. Just use bomb arrows if you've got any, and just shoot like that, and you'll be dead in no time. They're not very difficult bosses, but look at these. You got sapphires, you got diamonds, opals, flint, all sorts of things in here. So collect all the loot and any arrows that you've shot that didn't hit the Talus, and then it's time for us to make our way back onto the Rito Village in order to finish this mission. And we need to go and speak to Gisan again and complete the mission, and he will give you a little reward. It's always nice to have a few extra rupees. So once you pick up everything, just make sure that you get all the arrows, because it's always handy to have, you know, if you lay them about, they're just going to be wasted. So let's go back onto the Rito Village, to the Yak Vakwot Shrine, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to jump off to the right, and because you've collected the stone there, you can just glide off all the way down. Or if you want to stop in here and then just glide off again over to the other rock structure, and then you can just go over towards the stable and complete the mission. Just by speaking to him, he's going to be surprised that you defeated the Frost Talus, but he will reward you for it. So I guess this is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, if this video helped you, please give us a like, and please consider subscribing so I can continue releasing more content like this. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.